The super successful TAS Suzuki team are back for TT 2012 with a new title sponsor in the shape of Tyco Security Products and a two-rider lineup as exciting as any in recent years. Guy Martin and Conor Cummins are two young men with a shared ambition to win the Isle of Man TT. Both have come close, with Guy having recorded an amazing 13 podium finishes since his debut back in 2004. Whilst Conor is currently the second fastest rider ever around the TT course and the fastest ever from a standing start. It's a lineup that will undoubtedly be popular with the fans, so let's get them out here. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyco Suzuki, Guy Martin and Conor Cummins!
It's like a baton at the Olympics we were just talking about there. Conor, Tyco Suzuki in with the big time boys now.
Yeah, made up. It's kiddie in a sweet shop sort of territory. So yeah, I've been wanting to ride like this for a good few years now, and something you aspire to when you're racing. So I'm here, and it's just down to me to make the most of it.
How did the deal come about, and how did you keep it quiet for so long? Because I think you knew for quite a while.
Well, in the racing pad, everyone talks amongst each other, and one thing led to another, and here we are with the Tyco Suzuki. So, yeah, I think everyone was sort of speculating over the winter once that'd be going there, and yeah, they were right. And I'm well chuffed.
Also, Hector and Philip, they've got a burning ambition to win over here, like everybody in this room, but they also tell me that this is a lucky colour scheme for them. This is when they've done their winning in the blue and white.
It was lucky for me. I just want my name on them trophies there, so I'm sure every rider in this room's the same. It's just down to me on the day, isn't it?
Certainly is, certainly is. But looking at the setup, though, there's yourself, it's the local hero, the Ramsey Rocket, the place wants you to win. The guy you're a teammate with, they all want to see win as well. There's going to be a lot of attention.
It's going to be a bit of a tricky one, isn't it, really? Well, you know, I'm not going to lie, if Guy wins, I'll be made up for him, and I'm sure it'll be the other way as well. So it's the atmosphere in the team's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Hector also, just to finish, was impressed with the way you approached your racing last year, because you were still pretty much a broken man last year, aren't you? Whereas now we've got a Conor Cummins back in rude health.
Rude health indeed. Yeah, last year I was totally pants. I couldn't really hold on to a bike. I was like two different people. One side of me was good, the other was ridiculous. You know, I couldn't even go as hard as I want. But this year, totally different person, fully fit, round to go, and everything around me is perfect. I'm smiling, which is a bit of a rarity for me, to be honest. And yeah, the ingredients are there to make it all peachy on the day.
Well, wish you well, Conor. Let's have a word with Guy now. Some comeback you've just mentioned there for Conor, isn't it? What he's come back from. I mean, you had your own problems at that TT.
Didn't you have someone mention me the other day? It's best comeback since Easter, that, isn't it? What do you think? No? Is that not very appropriate to say that? Is it not? No. You have to think about that one, don't you? No, it's all right. All right. You got it, yeah?
Yes, oh yes. I had it when I heard you whisper it the first time.
I've been thinking of that all week. No, I am.
Just looking at you with a second year now with Hector and Philip, a new name, new branding, but it is very much still the same team.
Yeah, it's just the same. Just the same. Yeah, everyone on the outside looking in, doesn't it? Looks like a completely different job. But no, you know, it looks like you've half of Northern Ireland in the pits when you look. You know, there's only three lads that ever do it for me. Obviously, Hector and Philip run the job, and I've Denver, Danny and Mark that do my stuff, and that's it. That's the only fellas I deal with. So yeah, it's just how I like it, right small, and we don't try and reinvent any wheels or anything. Just try and get on with the job. And that's right. And that's we're going to apply what we learned last year to this year, and hopefully go out there and do the business. That's the plan, anyway.
There was a lot of attention on you last year. There'll probably be even more on you this year because everybody's so keen for you to get that first TT win. They want to see Conor get a first TT win as well.
Yeah, hopefully every one of us, won't it? Hopefully, yeah.
How are you going to deal with all that attention again? Because as I said to you in the piece, it doesn't seem to fit comfortably at times with you.
No, it's not really. I'm not designed for all that. I'm not a professional racer. I'm just I just get on. It's not my cup of tea. I can only nod and smile and agree for so long. But I'll probably do the same as I did last year. Just bury my head in the sand and get on with it. I've just got to try. I've just got to try and sort of and learn to live with it a bit more, I think. But I've made a rod for my own back and to be doing that film business and that TV business. But it's all right, isn't it? It's all right. Could all be worse. Is what, boy? Cup of tea. I also have a cup of tea. I've got the Guinness on at the minute, but I'm not designed for a deal of drinking.
That's because you're being corporate, isn't it? You've gone for the Guinness.
Is that right? No, that's from the south, man. Get a grip, man. It's from the south. No, we're all right. We're all right.
Drink a fair enough of it up there.
Oh no, we're all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all going to plan though. Fingers crossed. Go on. What do you want me to say? You want me to say something, don't you? What are you after?
I'm
going
to throw to Chris because you've just lost me.
It's not difficult. Got a guy on from California, Guy, and he's saying to us here, good to see you and Conor in great form. Keep it on the podium, much support from there. And is there a place on the course that you'd like to change?
I'd like to change? I'd like to change? Pit lane speed traps. No. Well. Oh.
Don't get him started.
Oh, I'm not. No, it is what it is, isn't it? There's I don't know, what do you reckon? That pit lane speed, just, you just take it as a whole, don't you? You take it as a whole, you take the rough with the smooth and just get on with it. I don't know. What do you reckon? No? I'm easy. Conor says he's easy. I'm whatever. No, I won't change it. You have to, you take it all, don't you? You just have to get on with it. You just have
Quite
to get
a few
on with
offers from ladies here offering to be your tea lady this
Is that
TT
right? Female tea lady, is that right?
And male as well.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell.
I have no offence, but who said that God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve? Who said that? Did I say that? I'll take the credit for that. Yeah. No, each to their own. But no, a cup of tea. We'll have to. Well, we could get them up on the ramps and give them an MOT. And, see if they're any decent at tea making. Yeah, we'll see what they reckon.
Oh dear. Right. Another one here says, "Is that guy with a beer?" Yes, we've established that. And will you both be racing at Oliver's Mount this year, Guy and Conor? Are you having a turn out there today this year?
I mean, I'm going to do the one at the end of the year. I'll try and do the one beforehand, but I think that's same as Goodwood, I reckon. And chances, you can never be too confident, but look, chances are we've got a Britain for Goodwood. Maybe I shouldn't say it, but I know I have been. It's looking quite promising. So if we've got a Britain for Goodwood, I'll be doing Goodwood and not Scarborough. What do you reckon?
How can I top what you just said? No, I won't be at Oliver's Mount. I rode a 250 there and the bugger high side of me first corner, so bad memories.
Is that on that 250, was it, yeah?
Yeah, it's like a spider in a matchbox.
It was. And obviously, another one in here, Guy, at Cookstown next Friday. Cookstown for you?
That's what we're looking like, Cookstown next Friday. Yeah, Friday night. Yeah, Friday night practice, isn't it?
Friday afternoon, Friday night, Saturday race.
Yeah, and then Saturday race, yeah. I'll be looking forward to that, yeah.
And finally, last question for Guy from Blue Carrot. What's your favourite mile on the TT circuit? I presume that he's saying here. Your favourite bit?
Favourite mile? Favourite bit of the TT circuit? Oh, heck. I don't know. I've heard a few folks say. I don't know. I like this. I call it. It's like a bit of a mini mountain mile. You know, where you get out the windy corner all the way to the 33rd. I like that bit there. What else do I like? I know. There's no bits I don't dislike. You take it all as. I don't know, I like that bit from Hanley's to Bagara Top. I do like that bit there. Yeah. All right. Nothing offends me. There's a few controversial ones in them. Go on, don't be shy. My mother wasn't. Go on. Okay. Come on. She wasn't. What did you say to Hutchie today? What did I say to Hutchie? Yeah, that was a tweet in from, you asked from Andy,
question to Guy, what did you say to Hutchie? Because there was a bit of verbal going on a while ago.
No, I've just...
No, there was a bit of media blew it up all out of proportion.
I know there was. I mean, Hutchie's cracking old boy. No, I think he's cracking old boy. To come through what he's come through with that leg and all, fair play. But they're just mouth in there, mouth. And I think if you've got so much to say to a man, say it to the man. Yeah. That's the rule. That's how we're brought up in Grimsby. If you've got so much to say to a man, you go say it to the man. And whether it got took out of context or whatever happened, but there's mouth here and there's mouth there. I just thought, if you've got so much to say to me, man, go and say it to me. And then that's all we said. Shook hands, everybody happy.
Yeah.
No?
Well done, Guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing Taiko Suzuki, let's wish them well.
Oh,
Guy,
hang on. I've just been talking to... Sorry. Hector, it was only a couple of weeks ago, he was 70. Racing is... Yeah, 70, doesn't he? Doesn't look a day off it, does he?
Doesn't. Pat Jennings.
What a boy. He's 70-year-old, and he's been racing, running teams since for the last 50 years. And what did we say? What was it? He's been the only privateer to win a senior. Is that right? Yeah, so whatever. Legend. Yeah. Yeah, I just think, I've got a lot to learn off that man.
Have you done?
Well.
Have you done? Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing Hector Neal, Taiko Suzuki, Philip Neal, all the sponsors, Guy Martin and Conor Cummins.
Just had a tweet from Carl Fogarty who says he's now got it on as well. So Carl Fogarty's listening, which is good. Ian Hutchinson rewrote the record books in 2010, winning all 5 solo races. But his career was almost ended a few months later when he nearly lost his leg in an horrific accident at Silverstone. After an amazing comeback at the Macau Grand Prix last year, he finished 3rd. His career was again put in doubt when he re-broke his leg in a freak accident practicing for the MCN Revolution show. Undeterred, Hutchie will be back for TT 2012, looking to pick up where he left off, riding the exotic factory Swan Yamahas in all the main solo classes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Bingley Bullet, Ian Hutchinson.
Well, we've just seen some footage there of your fantastic year with Padgett's, the 5 wins in the week. What we want to see is you, though, on a Swan Yamaha. What's the latest?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit bored of living off the back of what I did that year at the moment, and it's a bit becoming embarrassing coming to chat shows and events like this, saying that I'm going to be ready to come racing and stuff, and in all honesty, I'm not 100% sure, but I've got unbelievable team behind me and belief that Sean's had in me and what he's put behind me to get back racing. At some point, I've got to come back and do him justice from it.
It's also the surgeon that you've got in Coventry has performed miracles, really, for you, because this was a hugely serious injury that you sustained.
Yeah, I've talked about it a lot, and everyone knows now that I've had loads of operations and stuff, and I don't really need to keep going on about it. I just want to get back and get this thing off my leg that's been around it for
Well, that's happening next week, isn't it?
No, it's not happening next week. I'm going back next week, which will be 3 months since I broke it, to have an x-ray and find out where we're at, And,
okay.
like last time, I kept chasing the injury, and I was in and out of the hospital nearly every day asking for another x-ray to see if it was any better than yesterday. But, this time he just said, have a bit of faith in it, leave it for the full 3 months, come back and, we'll make a plan and it should be right by then.
The difference this time is that you're weight bearing, aren't you, on this? You're allowed to stand and walk around with the cage.
Yeah, it's a totally different injury to last time. The bones got snapped this time and that's it, whereas last time, my whole leg was in jeopardy, but the surgeon put this X-fix on this time and I walked out of the hospital that day, so I've been on my feet ever since, and it's pretty painful at times and aches a bit, but it's the best thing to make it heal, to walk on it as much as I can. So I just keep doing it as much as I can, really, as much as I can take.
You've been riding bikes, though, and I'm sure you've been doing as you have, well, you've a great belief in the gym work and keeping fit. So you've been able to keep all that going.
Yeah, I have, yeah. I mean, I've not been able to do quite as much as I normally do. Do quite a bit of cycling and stuff normally as well, but, you know, I've been out in the gym. I can do as much in the gym as I used to do, and, you know, it's just what I like to do. And, you know, I feel like if you put in every bit of effort that you can put in when we can't be racing bikes, then you can't really ask much more of yourself when you're racing, you know. And the team, we're building that bike back in November, you know. These things take a lot of time to build, and so do our bodies, you know. And so, you know, if people do or don't want to go in the gym, I do.
You want to be racing, though, not parade lapping around here. That's the ultimate aim, and that bike is going to be such a sweet thing to be riding around here.
Yeah, I mean, every time I see it, it makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand. You know, it's just the day I stand on Glenclutchery Road with that being warmed up, ready to go, is going to be pretty emotional, because I just love riding the bike. You know, it's probably the most, well, it is the highest spec Yamaha superbike in the world at the moment, with the changes to the rules and them not running world superbikes. So, you know, it's I need to get it out there for him, you know. And Sean goes beyond what you would expect from any team manager, you know. And for last year, when I wasn't able to ride, he didn't put anyone on the bikes. And I think it's, you know, nice for him to look at it like that, but also maybe a bit of a shame for spectators and for Yamaha themselves for that thing not to be being ridden around by somebody. But it comes so late in the day when I find out whether I can or can't. You know, there's not somebody that's capable of doing it justice, so they look at it that it's not worth being out there. So, you know, he's told me he's got the same thought this year. If it came to it, it wouldn't be out there. So it's down to me.
Well, I'm sure the warmth of this ovation you're going to get will show how much everybody wants to see Ian Hutchinson back at TT 2012. Before we talk to Chris, let's give this man all the encouragement he fully deserves. And now the dangerous part.
Just a couple in, just saying, Tez LFC05 says, Ian, we're hoping you're fit for the TT, and it looks like Hutchie's been to an Aussie hairdresser. It's the Shane Warne look, I think. Another one here, from Goldboy86, how did Hutchie cope with missing last year's TT due to his leg injuries? Good luck though, Ian, from Matt and Peter Kitching.
Not very well.
Okay. And Susu71 says, so happy to know Hutchie is back this year. Ride safe, sweetie. 4 kisses. Hey, she looks all right, actually. Hang on. Zoom. Hang on. Just get
4.
one more in. Sorry, go on.
Only 4.
There's only 4, yeah. A bit poor, really.
Won't get far if she's starting at the bottom.
No. And Jennifer says, Hutchie, how does it feel to get back after a year off? How does it feel? Last one.
Well, yeah, I got my ride out in Macau, which, you know, meant a lot to me, and quite a few people tried to stop that happening, and, you know, I got a little ride out at Donington in the damp, which wasn't much pleasure, but, you know, out in Macau was amazing, and again, Sean put a belief in me that I could go out there and be safe, and, you know, I wanted to be safe for everybody out there, not just myself, and, you know, it was just lovely to be back out on a bike out there. If I'd not done that, it'd have been 18 months up to now before I'd ridden a bike. So
the thing is about Macau as well, it was oil everywhere, wasn't there, on the circuit too, for them blinking cars?
Yeah, the race was pretty shocking conditions really out there, and but you know, everyone stayed safe, and we enjoyed the race, and the event we've just heard recently is going to be on again. So you know, I know Sean likes going out there and he's keen to take the bike again. So we'll have another go at it. It's the only international road race I've not won, and I think we've definitely got a chance on that yellow bike.
Ladies and gentlemen, 8-time TT winner, riding for Swan Yamaha, Ian Hutchinson!
Hang on, she's just been back on. There's about 40 kisses here, Hutchie, on here now, so she's added a load more. So there you go. We love you. And there's another one here says, you're a trooper, we love you, Hutchie, from the guys in California as well. So thanks to everybody there. And at IOM_TT.